Good morning, everybody. Funny angle, I know. I wanted to show you these slippers that my mom and dad got me. They came from the old Vermont catalog or something like that. They're fleece on the inside and felt on the outside and so cute. And they have a thick sole. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kendra. If you're brand new, welcome. I would love to get to know you, so say hi. If you're not new, welcome back. Welcome, everyone. If you would like, leave a comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I love to talk to new people and people that are friends that have been around. It's awfully dark here. Maybe I'll set up is it going to be lighter over here? Yeah. Okay, I'm using jasmine rice. I'm making Chinese fried rice for dinner tonight. I'm using 2 cups of jasmine rice, and so I take my, is this called a sieve or a sieve or something like that? I think it is. I'm going to put 2 cups of rice in it. There we go. Then I'm going to mix it. I'm going to rinse it until it's clear. I'll put my hands in there and smush it around, and it'll be fine. It's probably loud in here. I've got the dryer going, the washer going, the dishwasher going, the dogs are here, you know, all kinds of good stuff going on here. It's going to have leftover fried pork, I guess. I'll show you. It's from the last time we had Chinese food. I felt like it was kind of dry, so I didn't want to eat it plain, but it'll be good mixed in this. And then I've got some leftover 2 pork chops cooked already. And I'll just slice those up, and those will be good. They'll add fat and flavor, you know. Then I'm going to put in vegetables like green onions, peas, carrots, diced small, and egg and oil and soy sauce, a little bit of sugar. Oh gosh, what else? We'll have to see after I get this washed. Okay, so now it's all rinsed well, and you try to get all of the water that you can out of it, without spreading out any rice. Now, the reason you want to do that is because it'll add to the moisture that you're already going to put in there, and you only want equal to the amount of rice. 2 cups of rice. I'm using long grain jasmine, I think it's called, and 2 cups of just water. Here we go. 2 cups rice, 2 cups water. Kind of mix that around and go over here to the Instant Pot. Alright, the rice is in the insert on the inside of the Instant Pot. I don't know which model I have. It's a bigger one. But anyway, all I need to do now is close the lid till it snaps. So it's latched. Now I have to go over here and I have to turn that away so that it'll, you know, let steam go like it should. Not let steam go until I'm ready. And then I'll go over here to rice. Then see where it says keep warm? We don't want that. We want it to natural release when it's done. It'll take between 12 and 15 minutes to actually, you know, be done. It has to come up to temperature first. So it says, okay, I'm all ready, I'm gonna go. It's on auto. And when it comes to temperature, there's a red knob right there, and it's down inside a hole like a bunny, and it'll pop up when it's pressurized. It'll stay like that for 12 minutes. So probably it'll take 15 minutes rather than just 12, even though I put it on 12. Let's see. Manual release. Don't mess with the pressure release for 10 minutes. Natural release means it'll cool down on its own for 10 minutes. Then I can move the knob by myself if I want to. I use a long wooden handled spoon, and you serve it. Usually immediately if you're using it for a dish, but I'm not. I'm using it for a recipe, and I want it to be cooled down when I use it. For a fried rice, I prefer my rice to be room temperature or cold even until, you know, it hits the pan and everything. So now I'm going to take this meat, use 2 kinds of pork, and dice them tiny, just like the onions and the vegetables and all that. Okay, over here I was gonna dice up this barbecued Chinese pork, you know, for the fried rice, and it doesn't smell right. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell right. And then I went to cut it, and it crumbled. it just crumbled. Not like diced, but crumbs, like bread. And I thought, no, that was old when we got it, and that's why it tastes dry. It was the only dish, we got several dishes to share, and this was the only one that nobody was happy with, and that was a shame. So, I'm going to go ahead and just use the pork chop. Plan B. These were in this bag, a separate bag in the freezer too, and I just cooked this for dinner on the 25th. So, I always like to move things out of the house freezer. That's where I put most things that are like leftover frozens or bread, biscuits, things like that. Here's the chopped pork. So, see, that's what I mean when I said I make it tiny, just about like that, so that it goes, even if I had the red stuff, I would have done the one I threw away. I would have made it this small because it goes more throughout the whole dish. And when I make pork fried rice or seafood fried rice or whatever kind, this time it's pork, I make it kind of as a one dish dinner. So it's going to have enough vegetables, enough protein, and enough grain to be a one pot meal. And they love it. And they'll eat it for 2 days if there's 2 days worth. The time here has ended. That red button did pop up out of that little hole. And sometimes you wait until it drops down by itself, and sometimes you manually let that go by turning this knob with a spoon or something. I never touch it with my finger and do it because I'm afraid I'll get burned. But anyway, I'm going to let it go 10 minutes, and then I'll manually open it by letting all the hot air out, and that little knob will drop down quickly. Green onions, and I use both the white, bottom part where they grow from the ground, and the dark green part and the light green part. I use all of it but the root and just chop them up in little tiny rings. This is off, so cancel, and then I'm gonna go over here. See, this button is still up, so I'm gonna, there's not much left. Typically, if there's a lot, you'll see just like a geyser shooting up, like of steam, So in just a sec, this will go ahead and drop down. It doesn't take long when there's hardly any left. You can take this button clean off, but I just would rather not. I have a healthy respect for the thing. I'm sorry I'm so jumpy. Okay, it should come down. I wanted you to see it jump down. In my experience when I try to film this, there it goes. Now it's unpressurized. There are some prongs that come up inside the lid and they hook over it. And they will not release that lid unless that button is down, meaning all pressure. So you can't explode yourself by pressure opening this. You can get a face full of steam. So you'll notice when I open it, I'll open it away from my face. So I'll turn it and open it away from my face. Get it like this so that I don't drip hot water all over my arm, and put it down. There's my rice. Gonna give it a nice, mix there so that it won't be one big clump. If I were making Japanese food, like something with sushi or, well, just anything wrapped in nori musubi, then I would be okay with it being like this, but I'm not. And I've got one kid who's totally picky about his rice. I don't know where he got it. I have oil in my biggest fry pan that I have, and I have a bowl here with 5 eggs, and I'm gonna whip those up just like I'm scrambling eggs, which is what I'm doing. So I want the oil to get nice and warm before I put them in. And I wanted to say, if I've got 5 eggs, and say they're $2.25 a dozen right now, then, a $1.25 for or something like that, for the eggs. And then green onions are about 89 cents a bunch, and I used a little bit less than a whole one. So $1.89. 2 cups of rice, which was, I don't know what rice is, but you can get it at the Dollar Tree, the Dollar Store, the Dollar General, Walmart. For less than you can get it at a lot of places. I also use a whole bag of these. They're frozen Kroger brands. You can get the Walmart brand for even less, but I think these are 99 cents. just peas and carrots frozen, a glug of oil. I used vegetable. You use whatever you like. And however much soy sauce. This is light soy sauce. I just keep putting it back in this bottle. I think that's it. Now, if I have fresh seafood, I'll not fresh, I'm sorry, start over. If I have canned shrimp, sometimes I'll put that in. If I have fresh mushrooms, sometimes I'll put that in, but not always. And like I said, whatever meat that I have left over in the fridge will do. Today it's pork. That looks like a lot of oil, but it's going to be spread throughout the entire dish, so it's okay. So you just want to get this so that it doesn't stick to the other things, so it's done enough that it doesn't stick. But if you put it in there like this with the other ingredients, like you'll just have rice covered in egg. It won't be separated, if that makes sense. And each thing is its own separate thing. I'm going to get doing this and watching what I'm doing. Okay, like this is perfect. You want it in as little pieces as you can so it really spreads throughout this dish. And now I'm going to add the green onions, I think. Yeah. No, the vegetables first. There they go, all of them. In they go. And I turned the heat down to low, where it was a little bit higher than low, almost to medium, just to cook the eggs through. And I'm going to let these cook. They don't really cook, you know, they just become warm and get some of the flavor one-on-one together with the eggs. Now the rice has cooled, and I'm going to take my light soy sauce and I'm just going to make this brown because that's what color fried rice is. I'm going to mix it together, just, you know, like this until it's all the same color. There's the meat. Now I wish I had more, but like I said, I wasn't going to chance that Chinese restaurant barbecue pork that didn't look, smell, or taste right. So, it's starting to look a little bit more like fried rice now. Wait till we get the rice in there. I think I'm going to transfer it after I get the rice into an actual pot. And I decided I was going to use the last of some chicken that I have and make orange chicken on the side. Here's something else I forgot. I put a little sugar in there. Just about that much. That was maybe a tablespoon and a half. Okay, rice is in. Everything but the green onions. I'm going to wait a few minutes on the green onions and let this rice dry out a little bit. I could have made the rice better, and I'll probably get discussion on that. It's not, it's too sticky. And that's my fault, I'm sure. I know it is. I'm just not very good at it. The rice making, I mean. You know, when I lived in the other house, I had an electric stove. Not that I'd go back to that, but I could cook and do anything on an electric stove because I'd been doing it for 21 years. Okay. I think I didn't film some. I'm not positive, but I think I was either off or on photo at some point. But anyway, I'm not going to make orange chicken. I'm just going to bake these and then lay them across the top of the rice, and they can have it that way. This is the Costco or Kirkland or Sam's. Not Kirkland. Is it Kirkland? Yeah, Kirkland. But it's the Bear chicken, and it's lightly breaded chicken breast chunks, and it's really, really good. With barbecue sauce, orange sauce, in a wrap with, you know, lettuce and whatever. It's all that. It really is. It's 4 pounds to a bag. I can't remember what it paid for it, and I didn't put it on here. But the Best Buy was in January, yeah, 1/11/24. Wait a minute, that's a year away. I was thinking it was 24. It's 23. It's fine. Even if it wasn't, I said, gosh, it looks really good for being past its Best Buy date. That's just some frost you see on top. I'm going to stick it in the oven. As soon as it gets to 375 degrees, it'll cook 23 minutes, and I'll call it a wrap. They're going to have this at the table. They're light soy sauce and salt because I didn't use any. I did use sugar, and I did use pepper. I'll show you the end result when it's done. Here we go. I got my tea. That's that chicken from Costco called Bear Chicken. I could swear it used to be called bare naked chicken and they changed the label, but maybe I'm wrong. And then the pork fried rice. I used teriyaki sauce. I put out orange sauce and teriyaki sauce for whoever wants whichever, or none. And I opened up a can of the Del Monte Black Label Pineapple Gold. It really does smell better and taste better to me than other brands, but I got it and it needed to be used up, so that's why I'm using it. Okay, I won't be eating my rice with chopsticks, but I will definitely be eating this chicken. Let's see if I can pull that off and hold the camera at the same time. Probably not. Okay, let me do that again. Okay, so over here, get this. This is really hot. I'm probably going to burn my mouth. I'll have to go, hasha, hasha, hasha. Delish. And I was right. It's hot. Hasha, hasha, hasha. If you like this, I hope you come back. See the next thing I do. I think I'm going somewhere tomorrow. I need to force myself out of this house. I'm starting to become, I've heard other people say this today, that they're feeling like not doing anything, like staying in. Force myself out tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. Take care, everybody. And if I find some joy, you're sure to find some joy. Have a great day. Oh, don't forget to subscribe if you saw anything you liked and comment. Bye.